things are off and running on Wall Street today. Let's take a quick look at Tuesday trading. And they're off to a slow start. The Dow is off almost 1.2% or almost 500 points. Wow. It's a rocky start to the second quarter, really continues. Hopes of the Dow Jones heading to the 40,000 mark are fading. The Dow is closer to 39,000 than it is 40,000. The Nasdaq is off too, about 1.3%. The S&P off as well, almost a full percentage point. CNN's Matt Egan keeping a close eye on the index in New York. So, Matt, I would ask you, when are we going to see 40K? But I think that's an impossible question. Talk to us about what's happening in the markets today and the Tesla as well.
Well, Rahel, to your point, it does look like we're going to see 39,000 for the Dow before 40,000, which is amazing because just last week we were so close to hitting that 40,000 milestone for the first time ever. But markets are off to a rough start to the new month, to the new quarter. A lot of it goes back to concerns about the Fed, right? There are sort of growing doubts seeping into the market about whether or not the Fed is really going to be able to start cutting interest rates in June, whether or not they'll really still be able to do 3 interest rate cuts this year. So you see the Dow down 1.2%, about 470 points. But we should note that this market has been historically strong, right? I mean, not just near record highs, but sell-offs have been pretty rare. In fact, the S&P 500's maximum loss so far this year on a year-to-date basis has been less than 2%. JP Morgan says that if that stood for the whole year, that would be a record going back to 1980. So it's not the worst thing in the world to see the market cool off just a bit after a lot of really strong gains. Now, Tesla is down a lot more than the rest of the market, seeing sharp losses for Tesla, down 5% on the day. The company posted its worst annual sales performance since 2020. This reflects some infrastructure issues, some problems in some of their factories, but it also reflects the fact that it's got a lot of competition, right? Both at home and abroad, namely in China. Now, Dan Ives, the veteran tech analyst, he called this Tesla quarter a, quote, unmitigated disaster. He warned that this could be a seminal moment for the company. They've either got to reverse this black eye, he says, or they're going to allow a darker narrative to take hold. So, Rahel, we'll keep a close eye on Tesla because we know over the last few years that had been just such a big winner, but it's been an awful 2024 for Tesla.
Yeah, that's a pretty stark warning from Dan Ives there. Matt, what's going on with Truth Social today?
Well, Rahel, it's funny. With this stock, I mean, you really can't look away because if you do, you're going to miss a major move either to the upside or downside, right? Yesterday, the stock was down almost by 25%, right? It lost just a ton of value. Bouncing back today, though, up 8% on the day. There's no real news out there that I've seen that can explain this move today. Yesterday, though, we do know that the company lost a lot of value because they explained their 2023 results, right? They lost $58 million. They have very little revenue, just over $4 million in revenue. And so this does underscore why some experts are warning that this company is overvalued, right? That it is looks more and more like a meme stock. So, Rahel, I think that we should expect more turbulence from Truth Social and Trump Media ahead because this stock just keeps going up and down dramatically each day.